Hi everyone, it's Chrissy. Welcome back. I finally have another video to share with you guys. And it's a good one because we're about to look back at my vision board for 2020.
No, 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 no.
Okay. Okay, so let's get into it. I never really made vision boards before. It's not a yearly tradition for me. It's not a necessity for me. I don't always make New Year's resolutions either. But in 2020, it was a year I was really looking forward to. It just sounds good. It's been a year I've always thought about as like the future where we'll have flying cars and things like that. When I was younger, 2020 just sounded so far away. So I thought, we're gonna make vision boards this year. Things are gonna be good. I'm gonna travel and start my YouTube channel, and all of these things are gonna go really well. It's just a reminder that even when things go wrong, very, 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 very wrong, some things that you set intentions for never really leave your mind. Even if you're not consciously aware that that's something you're working toward, I found that a lot of things on here I set intentions for and I followed through in some way. Maybe I didn't complete them, but I followed through. So let's just take a look at that. First thing that I want to go over, we'll do this one. This is a little cut out of a magazine, and it says cue a better mood. So I am really struggling with anxiety and just a lot of things that I felt like I needed to seek professional help for. So since the new year, I have consistently been going to therapy. At first, it was in person. I was consistently going into the city every 2 weeks. I would leave work early if I had to make it there on time and to get parking. And I do my little hour session, and it's really helpful. Then around March, I had to make a decision about how I wanted to continue therapy. I could do video calls, a phone call, and I think there was one other option, but in person hasn't come back as an option. So I do phone calls, and I've been doing that pretty consistently. The only time that I cancel is if I'm traveling to visit my family or it's a holiday and she cancels or something like that. So has that actually cued a better mood, as this says? Yes, I would say it has helped me process things better in the moment when they feel very pressing. Sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes I have like a panic attack or I go into a bad spot, but other times I'm able to manage it or write down how I'm feeling or even do YouTube videos. So I think that it has been worth it, and I'm glad that I have stuck to that. So that's probably, out of everything on here, the thing that I did the most of. Okay, let's go down to this. Can you see? It says, this is very business, I forget her name, but she means business in this picture, and it says start the new year organized. And I covered this up, but it says the amount of money that I wanted to make this year. So the type of job I have, I do earn a salary, but I am always, knowing my worth. And if a raise is what I'm worth, then a raise is what I'm worth, which I'm always worth a raise. So I put down the exact amount of money that I wanted to increase my salary to. And let's just say, I'm not going to tell you what my salary is, obviously, but I wanted about a $5,000 increase. I did not ask for a raise this year. But things were crazy at work. And I feel like maybe it's just, I don't know, work went well. And I do think that I showed my worth, which is the bottom line. And really the goal, more than even the raise, is just showing my worth with the job that I've only been there a little bit over a year. I do feel like I showed my worth this year at work. Everything was so busy because of COVID-19. We had more projects on our plate than we normally do. Things were transitioning and changing more than they normally are. I had to get used to working from home, which I still do not like. I don't like being at home, not interacting with my coworkers face to face or popping into someone's office to get something handled that day. Now I have to depend on emails, which people don't read, myself included. So it has been a huge transition, and I feel like, you know, in the coming months, I definitely will make that salary goal. So fingers crossed. Now this one hurt the most. Switzerland. It has been my dream to go to Switzerland, solo travel to Switzerland for a while. I don't know where it came from. Oh, I do know where it came from. I was watching one of my favorite travel vloggers, Smiley Adventures. She went to Switzerland, and ever since then, I don't know what year that was, but ever since then, I've been in love with Switzerland and the idea of going there. So I put a picture of the Swiss Alps and the airport code for Zurich, and wrote the word solo, since I want to go there solo. And that didn't happen because coronavirus showed up. Like, you're not going nowhere. So I didn't go. But that is still number one on my list, and it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. One of the things I really want to do in Switzerland is go skydiving. I don't want to go skydiving anywhere else. If it's not in Switzerland, I don't want to do it. So I want to go there for that. I want to go for the culture, the hiking, the views, everything. I cannot wait to go. I simply cannot wait. But when I do go, I want it to be a multifaceted trip where I can visit some other countries as well. And then another travel one, y'all. I didn't go anywhere. Like, I didn't go anywhere. This board is falling apart, so ignore that. But I had Thailand. Can you see? Yeah, a picture of a savings jar, the country of Thailand, and A and K travel, you and me. A being the initial of my boyfriend. And we just knew we were going somewhere, y'all. We just knew we were going to somebody's beach, okay, in 2020, because we love going to the beach together. That's the one thing we can always agree on. We knew, because picking a destination can be tough, but we know, you know, we both like the beach environment. So we picked Thailand, and even though it's a bit on the pricier side, we thought, you know, we're gonna save up, we're gonna go on this trip this year, y'all. We did not make it to Thailand at all in any form or capacity. We did not make it out of the country this year, but we did compromise and we went to Puerto Rico, which is a U.S. territory, so it wasn't a problem to go. You can check out my Puerto Rico vlogs. We socially distanced while we were there. We weren't trying to see nobody or hang out with nobody, but we were there enjoying the beaches and the food and the weather, and it was amazing. Before, you know, having to reevaluate Thailand, Puerto Rico was not on either of our list. It definitely wasn't on mine. I had just never considered going to Puerto Rico. My boyfriend had, and he knows people from Puerto Rico, but I had just never thought about it. I'm so glad we went. We had the most incredible time. It's absolutely gorgeous. I want to go again. I would own a home there if I could. Like, I'm in love with it now. So finally, we have what has been one of the most trying things. I have this craftsman style home with the word sold slammed across it. I didn't buy a house in 2020, not even close, but this is what I was talking about when it comes to setting your intentions, because I have been pre-approved for a house. Amen, thank you Jesus. I have been pre-approved for a house, and I have started looking. I have gone to see 2 houses now. I've done virtual tours as well of a couple, so it's moving. We're going somewhere, okay? Like, we're moving. But will it happen in 2020? We only have like a couple of days left, so no. And buying a house is harder than I thought it would be. The two houses that I'm going to look at discouraged me a little. What I need to put down and closing costs have discouraged me a little. The amount of money that it takes, the years that you will pay, that I will pay, the location, the water in basements, the possible foundation issues. There's a lot. Moving to the suburbs. I don't want to move to the suburbs, but when you see how much house you can get, you guys. So 2020, we have moved on the house situation. Right now, I live in a 2-bedroom apartment. I have been here, excuse me, I have been in this apartment for 3 years. I am sick of it. I am tired of living in an apartment. I'm very grateful for this apartment. I have tons of storage space. I like it. It has served me well in the past 3 years. I don't like the location, and I don't want to continue renting. At this point, I want this monthly payment to mean something for me, to be an asset to me. So buying is definitely going to happen, and I am claiming that it will happen in 2021. 2020 was not the best year due to unforeseen circumstances, due to, do I really want to buy a house here? Do I want to buy it there? I am a country girl. I was born and raised in the middle of nowhere, and since living in the city for the past 3 years, I've really fallen in love with city life. Therefore, I want my house to be in the middle of it. Now, obviously, I know being in the middle of it is expensive, and I'm not willing, I'm cheap at the end of the day. So I don't need to be in the middle, but like somewhere close to the action. So that's the plan, that's the goal so far. And my real estate agent has had me look at some listings in the suburbs. I'll keep an open mind. Let me know, you guys, in the comments if you would like to see house tours and go along with me on this house buying journey. Out of everything, you know, didn't go to Thailand, but went to a tropical place. Haven't bought a house, but made a huge step towards purchasing one. Stayed consistent and really got on the ball with therapy. Switzerland was a fail, and getting the raise didn't happen, but overall I'm very satisfied with how hard I worked this year and where I've gotten in my career. One thing that I didn't put on my vision board, although I remember printing it off, maybe it fell off or something, is YouTube. And YouTube, I've posted 5, this will be 6 videos, so even though I haven't been as consistent as I'd like, I started, and that was something I was very afraid of, but that I finally did. So I'm very happy to be here on YouTube. This year I will be posting on a schedule. I will let you guys know what that schedule is. Well, I mean 2021 when I say this year. I'm going to be way more consistent. I'm not just saying that because it sounds like a good resolution. That's something I'm passionate about. I will make sure that it happens because it has to. It's something that I've been looking forward to for a really long time. I have no more excuses. In 2020, it was really hard because I do want to primarily focus on travel for this channel. And where were we going? You know, we weren't really going anywhere. I did get the Vermont and New Hampshire vlog up, which I'm proud about. I did visit Providence, but I didn't make a vlog for that. And obviously the Puerto Rico vlogs. But at this point, things were getting better then. At this point, I don't feel comfortable traveling. But I did find a list that I made at the same time as this of videos that I can do for my channel. And a lot of those are more sit-down videos or flashback highlight reels of previous trips. So I don't necessarily need to go to new destinations right now. there's no excuse, like I said before, to get my channel going. So that's what I'll be doing. Thanks for looking over this hilarious vision board with me. I don't think I'll be making a vision board in 2021. If I do, it will be a lot smaller, because why did I get this big board? I have no idea. So yeah, we'll see if I make one, but I do know that my main thing is that I want to be more consistent on here with you guys and really build up the community here, where we can talk about solo traveling and mental health and all kinds of things like that, lifestyle and such. This was a fun video to make, you guys. Thank you for looking over my vision board from 2020 with me. Let me know, did you accomplish anything from your vision board this year, and what you'll be saving for 2021. I know 2020 was a hard year for all of us, confusing, boring, heartbreaking. My prayers go out to all of you if you lost someone to COVID-19, and I hope that you and your loved ones remain safe, and that you are able to have a peaceful and somewhat happy, uplifting new year. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and commenting, and I'll see you next time on my consistent schedule.